Welcome guys to the most correct Baldi's Basics tier list you're ever gonna see. Opinion Rant episode 2. It's been a while everybody. And we're doing a Baldi's Basics tier list, so let's do this. Make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let's start. First of all, we're gonna be ranking the characters, alright? We got the main man himself, Baldi. Baldi, he's the face of the game. He's the Slender Man of modern day indie horror. We gotta give him the S tier. He's literally like the name of the game, bro. You can't say Baldi's Basics without Baldi. It's just gonna be Basics. So Baldi gets the S tier, obviously. We got a Field Trip Baldi. He's Baldi, but way more aggressive. If you don't get the campfire, if the campfire stops, then basically you are dead. So don't even rely on your luck. He's a very side character Baldi, you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna get a B tier because he's too much of a side character, right? The farm Baldi. I've never seen this Baldi before. He's the most irrelevant Baldi. He's just gonna get an E. I'm just gonna be completely honest, alright? Alright. Now we got time, the item. Oh wait, we're ranking characters first, my bad. Playtime gets F. Playtime is the worst character in the game. Even in the original version of this game, when there was no safety scissors and playtime was much faster with much better eyesight, I cannot tell you how many runs I have lost to this demonic little creature over here. The thing about playtime is when you see her, she spawns in a random place every single time, making her one of the most annoying characters ever, especially when Baldi is really close to you and you have really good items and you have to use one, or you have no items and you die, which is even worse than having really good items. Because Playtime, she just knows how to mess up any run you have, right? Playtime definitely is the worst character, my least favorite character in the history of Baldi's Basics, just because even in 1.2.2 or before 1.2.2, she would mess up literally any run you had. She would randomly come into classrooms and it was horrible. And if you messed up her jump rope, you had to start the entire sequence all over again. So Playtime definitely gets F. Next up, we got the Bully. Alright, you already know. Bully's E tier, alright? Okay, in the new versions of the game, the Bully is much easier to deal with. But in the old versions of the game, like 1.2.2 or before, the Bully was just horrible. He would take any good items that you had, obviously. Obviously, what he took was RNG dependent. And if you had no items, he'd just become a random wall which you couldn't pass, just waiting for Baldi to get you. And if you were cornered in a place where the Bully was and Baldi's right behind you, even at the end of the game, the Bully, he could mess up any good run you had. That's why the Bully he's just E tier, right? And that's why the Bully is getting E tier. Okay, the Principal. The Principal is E tier. Oh no, the Principal I'm going to put in C tier. And there's a few reasons for this. Now, the Principal, he can be extremely annoying, especially when you need an item from school faculty or if you need to absolutely run. But there's much easy ways to avoid him, like spamming the run button or running every few seconds while the Principal is there and just not running detectably or however you say it. It's not really a problem, and the Principal doesn't really detect you that much. The Principal's AI is kind of stupid, and if he sees you but also doesn't see you, he's very wonky. So if he sees you shoot the soda, let me show you here. The Principal just has a kind of stupid AI where sometimes he doesn't realize if you're shooting a soda or running. And in some places like the cafeteria where you're able to eat and drink, and the areas the outside in Baldi's Basics Plus where you're able to run, the Principal really doesn't care about what you do there. And the Principal also now takes away the Bully in modern versions of the game. So the Principal isn't too much of a problem. He gets super annoying sometimes when you have to do something like you have to be sprinting from Baldi or you have to go in school faculty. But apart from that, he's not that hard to deal with. Which is why I'm giving the Principal a C tier. Next up, we have Gums. I mean Beans. I always call him Gums for some reason. Beans is an E tier character. Now, don't get me wrong. Gums is extremely annoying. Or Beans. Beans is extremely annoying in some scenarios where you're running away from Baldi and you can't see, and then you just get some bubblegum spat in your face and you aren't able to move. It can be extremely annoying considering sometimes it's unavoidable. And sometimes Baldi could be right behind you with nowhere to go, or the Principal could be after you, or you need to escape somehow, and you can't see your inventory, you can't see how many notebooks you have, you can't see your stamina. It can get super annoying, which is why I hate Gums, or Beans. However, he can be, even though he can be extremely annoying, the reason he's not getting F is because he does serve some benefit. Like if Baldi's right in front of you, he will gum Baldi. So like Baldi won't be able to move, and he basically gums every single character. So that's why Beans is not getting F, but I still hate him either way, so he's getting E. Next up, we got First Prize, or as I like to call him, Fred. He's getting S tier. Now Fred, he's an extremely useful character because he transports you around the school very quickly, which sometimes is crucial, especially for the secret ending where Baldi moves faster than you and you need to get to places before, so you give him time to slow down, and you aren't able to get there fast enough because Baldi will catch you if you're just running. Fred, he's really useful. He teleports you around the school fast, and he's more controllable than the janitor or Gotta Sweep, who just push you around mindlessly where you don't want to go. And the good thing about him is you can easily lose him using like the safety scissors or the big old boots. I mean, the big old boots, they work on the janitor as well, but Fred, on the other hand, you can like get out of his way quickly so you can save items. And Fred, he's just a really awesome character, and I think that's why he deserves high tier. And that's why Fred is going in S tier. Now we got Tutor Baldi. Now, Tutor Baldi, he's the code name or the file name of the Baldi we see at the start who doesn't attack us and who welcomes us to the schoolhouse. He's the first Baldi we see, and that's basically all about him. All he does is just stand there. He gives us a coin, which is amazing, and the coin is amazing because you can get B sodas and stuff. And he's the OG Baldi. He's the first one we see. So that's why Tutor Baldi, he's basically like one of the main characters. He has to get S tier. Let's be honest here. Alright, next up we have Placeface. And he is going in B because he's an extremely weird. He's basically the development sprite that Mr. Man 12 used. He has like almost like no in-game benefits. He literally does nothing except for roams around in the secret area, the 31718 room, also known as the Placeface house, and that's literally it. And he's got a big nose. Not that I have anything against big noses, I'm just saying. Next up we got Error Baldi. How many different variations of Baldi are there? We don't see this one anywhere except for one error, which is why I'm just going to give him C. He's literally the most irrelevant Baldi in the world. Next up we got Null. And Null, S tier. Right there, right there. Null is S tier. Null is one of the most extremely famous characters in the game. He is a corrupted man who got stuck inside the game and tells you to destroy the game, and he's basically all behind the lore in the game. And there is a lot of lore with Null. He's found through several different secret endings, through different modes in the game, and he has his own insane final boss, which is the true ending of the game, which is such a badass ending, bro. And he is basically one of the coolest characters and one of the most mysterious characters ever, considering we don't know a lot about him. And bro, he's just S tier, alright? He basically transcends Baldi's basics. Next up, we got ANC, Arts and Crafters, and he's gonna get a D tier. Now, he's extremely annoying because he teleports you to the start where Baldi is, or he teleports Baldi to you, back to the start of the game. But the thing is that he only teleports you when you have 7, so he teleports you when you least expect it. And another thing about him is that even though he's horrible, I'm not going to put him at F tier because he's not completely useless. Due to him like being like teleporting you and stuff, he can actually save you in a lot of scenarios. Like, I haven't actually encountered him in any of my videos. I have encountered him like off camera, but basically this is what he does, and that's the video right there. Credit to Media Games Guide, obviously, and that's basically what happens. So that's why he's kind of useful, but he's also really annoying. Next up, we got the Test. I think that's what his name is. Now, what he does is he finds you basically, and he makes the entire school scarier and darker, basically, and basically he makes the game into like more of a horror game with an ominous sound in the back. Now, obviously, he is an extremely annoying character because you can't see anything and the school becomes creepy and stuff. But he is a really cool character because he's an extremely mysterious character. Making the school horror is a really cool concept. I wish that was in like more Baldi's Basics games to come. And I think he's pretty cool, to be honest. Now, that's why I'm not going to rate the Test too harshly, and I'm going to give him a B tier, you know what I'm saying? And for our final character, we got the one, the only, Miss Pom Pom. Now, basically, the entire thing Miss Pom Pom does is that she finds you and immediately jump scares you. Alright, and she's way faster than you, by the way, and she'll tell you that you have to arrive to her class in 4 minutes, and if you don't arrive in time, then she makes it very scary for you and tells Baldi where you are. Overall, it is a kind of cool concept in theory, and she does lead you to a class, usually with a notebook. I don't think it's like that necessary, but it's kind of cool, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. Next up, we got item ranking. First of all, we got the alarm clock, and I'm going to give the alarm clock a B tier. Now, the alarm clock is more useful in strategy-based gameplay. It makes a distraction and lures Baldi towards the distraction. And basically, instead of like going towards where you are by hearing the doors or notebooks you're collecting, Baldi will go towards the alarm clock, but he still can hear you. And it's more strategy-based, so it doesn't really help if like he's right in front of you or if he's on your tail, but it can help in some situations. And if you're a strategy-based gamer like myself, then it is very useful, especially when you want to lure him some direction and want to go the other and kind of want to make like you kind of want to confuse Baldi. I think it's a great item. However, it's not the best, and you know it is pretty rare, so I give it a B tier. Next up, we got the apple. You know the saying, an apple a day saves lives. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, anyways, the apple I will give an A tier. Now basically what the apple does is when Baldi's about to kill you, if you have the apple selected, Baldi will take the apple and eat it and he'll be MIA for a little bit. Basically he's eating the apple and he won't go after you until he's finished. And basically as long as you have the apple in your inventory, Baldi cannot kill you. And of course he does take the apple, so it's no longer in your inventory. But it's a cool little way to save yourself if you need to. Big old boots. Basically what the big old boots do is they stop like first prize and they stop the janitor from affecting you. That's basically literally all they do. So the big old boots I'm just gonna rank as B because it doesn't really matter. They're kind of irrelevant. Now I realize I forgot to rank God of Sweep, so I'll just do it right now. Basically he's like first prize, except he is way more insane and sweeps wherever he wants. He can be stopped by the big old boots. He can push you right into Baldi, or he can push Baldi away. And unlike the first prize, he can push you literally wherever he wants, and he can push any character. So I'm just gonna give him B tier. All right. Next up, we got the soda can. Now the soda is literally the best item in the entire game. Basically, what it does is it pushes Baldi down a hallway. The longer the hallway, the longer it's gonna push Baldi down. Even if Baldi's really fast, it will still stop him. And while he's affected by the soda, he cannot move anywhere, okay? Not down a hole, not back, not forward, not side to side. He cannot move anywhere. And as I said before, the longer the hole is, then the longer it will take for Baldi to recover. And it also is really great because you can get to anywhere else while Baldi is not able to move. So you can get to the other side of the school. It's also very useful for the end, where if you push Baldi, sometimes he just won't get to you in time. And by that time, you've already gone the final exit. The soda, in my opinion, is the most crucial item in Baldi's basics, and definitely the greatest item ever. So the soda, it's easy, it's obvious what the soda should be. The B soda gets, I'm stuck. Wait, hold up. Okay. The B soda gets S tier. This is the faculty name tag. It basically, if you're in faculty, the principal won't put you in detention, and I think it's just B tier. It's kind of useless. Principal keys, they basically save your life. They get you out of detention even before, but the principal, if he sees you using them, he'll put you back in detention. And they're kind of irrelevant too, because Baldi's pretty easy to juke out in detention. So another B tier. WD no squeak, it stops doors from squeaking, but he can still hear notebooks, so sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not. In my opinion, it gets a C tier. The poster, it allows you to go through walls. The poster actually is crucial for a secret ending in the game, where you have to put it behind, into a wall, so you can get behind the wall, and you can get into a secret basement, which is pretty cool, and it is sometimes a lifesaver. Like when you need to go through the wall and Baldi's right there, then you can use it. So I think it is pretty good. So I think this one, it should get an A tier. The quarter gets S. All right. The quarter is used for buying the two best items in the game, the B soda and the Zesty bar. And in the birthday bash, the quarter, what it gets is completely random, meaning you could get an extremely good item. However, it's a random chance. So in my opinion, it deserves to go up in S tier. Safety scissors. Safety scissors are A. Now, what the scissors do is they allow you to cut the worst character in the game's rope. Thank God for that. Basically, then she isn't able to play with you for quite a while, and I think it's a great thing because it can save you in scenarios, and not only that, it also can save you from Baldi, and it can save you from that horrible jump rope. It also works by making first prize spin in circles, but first prize can also push you and stop the jump rope anyways, and the door can also stop the jump rope. So this one it doesn't change a lot, but like it does also change a lot at the same time. So it's really good. The lock is an S tier. Now, what makes the lock really good is that when you lock a door, the yellow doors are only lockable, but the thing is about the door is when you lock the yellow door, then Baldi can't go through the door, and none of the characters can actually go through the door, meaning a lot of the characters aren't able to like follow you, and basically when the door is locked, they have to go the other way, and sometimes if you lock a really long hallway, they have to go so far before they can reach you. And this is especially good at the end when you lock a door. Baldi has to go so far back just to get you. So when you have 7 out of 7, the lock is a really good late game item. It can still be good in the early game. It's just not that good because it's a really good late game item. That's why it deserves an S tier. Next up we have Baldi's least favorite tape, or the anti-hearing disorienting tape, which it was called in the original versions. Now this is a very good item in the secret ending because it helps you like hide from Baldi and makes him like so like while he's going around he's getting progressively slower and you're just in the detention room waiting for him to leave, and it also makes it so he has no idea where you are when you're in the detention room, and it doesn't like allow him to hear doors, which is basically the entire way Baldi finds you, which it makes that game like a lot of the game much easier, except it's not used a lot, but when it is used it's really good. So I'm giving the tape I'll give it A tier. Next up we have the dangerous teleporter. Now the random teleporter is really good because it can teleport you to a random place and save you from Baldi really when you need it. But also it's really good because it is required for a secret ending in Baldi's Basics, the Birthday Bash one, where basically when you teleport into a random place, you go to the detention room and you can find Null, which again he's the secret character as I said before, so it's used for a secret ending as I said. But it's also really good because it can save your life in certain situations, especially when you're backed into like a corner with no way out and Baldi's on your tail and that's the only item you have. You can teleport into a random place, and you can also teleport extremely far away from Baldi if you get lucky. So that's what makes the dangerous teleporter so good. So that's why I'm gonna give the random teleporter, or the dangerous teleporter, I'll give it A tier. Next up we got the whistle. Basically what it does is it's called the principal to you. And basically if the bully's blocking you, the principal can take away the bully. And basically if you use it in null mode, null will glitch out and kill you like almost instantly. So it's kind of unpractical. Honestly, just C tier. Now the energy flavored zesty bar, S tier. So what the energy flavored zesty bar does is basically when you eat it, it gives you 200% stamina, so it gives you 100% more stamina, and it also gives you the ability to run again, which is really good. And it can help you get away from Baldi. It's also really good in the old version 1.2.2 because Baldi was really fast, and to get out of the area fast enough, having this item was amazing. So that's why it gets an S tier. And that was the Baldi's Basics tier list. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and bye.